What's good everyone, it's Steve from Sneaker Tech Talk, back with another video today. For today's video, we will be taking a look at the Barely Green Nike Pegasus Premium. So without further ado, let's take a look at this new Nike running shoe. Alright, so this shoe is dubbed the Pegasus Premium. Now, although the shoe may be pretty premium as far as the cushioning goes, I do find it really weird and just annoying from the brand that they put this premium $210 shoe in this standard orange Nike box. The size tag label does read Nike Pegasus Premium in barely green and bright crimson, and I did get these in a US men's 11.5. Inside the box, there's really nothing to write home about, so I do find that a little annoying and just weird in general that their new flagship running shoe is coming in this box. So without further ado, let's take a look at the shoes. Alright, so for all the colorways that have come out thus far, I would say that this one is my favorite, but it is pretty hard to capture this barely green color on screen. I find just with the lighting and just in general under the camera, it is really hard to really depict what this color is and how it comes through on the lens. But starting at the bottom of the shoe, you do kind of have this waffle inspired outsole right here with these little nubs from the toe all the way to the heel. This portion right here is React foam, so that it is kind of an exposed portion of the outsole. You do have the rubber on either side of the heel and in the forefoot right here. This orange portion is not like a shank plate or anything. It's just the Zoom airbag kind of peeking through the bottom of the shoe. So as far as the traction goes, I'm not wearing these for running. I know a ton of people have, and I know a lot of people have actually been pretty annoyed as far as how heavy the shoe is to try and run in. For me, I'm just wearing these casually, and they are extremely comfortable. And that brings me into my next portion of the video, and that is the cushioning. Now, this is one of the craziest cushioning setups on paper and on foot. Now on foot, this feels like it feels like a trampoline underfoot, just the way this cushion setup is. So the top layer of foam right here is Zoom X. It's very soft, very plush. It's directly under your foot. As you can see right here, it does say Zoom X. And then the bag running from the toe all the way to the heel and all the way around is full length Zoom Air, or Air Zoom, what they're calling it now. It's quick response tensile fibers inside of this bag, so when you compress it, it deflects really quick and it just gives you this crazy trampoline like feeling underfoot. Now the bottom portion of the foam is Nike React X. It's a little bit more dense than Zoom X. Zoom X is a lot softer and plush. Just this overall setup, the way that this shoe feels on foot is wild. It literally at the back of the shoe, just the way it compresses and deflects, feels like a trampoline, like you're being thrusted into the air. It's pretty wild. I won't be running in this shoe. I think it's just too heavy and honestly too expensive for my taste. I typically run in Vomeros that are 150 to 190 Canadian dollars. These retail for $270 here in Canada, $210 in the US, so that is a pretty steep price for a shoe that, in my opinion, isn't even that good of a performer for running. And that would be because, in my opinion, this Zoom airbag at the back is too wobbly side to side. There's not much stability at the back of the shoe to actually run in. So for me, I will be passing on running in these and just wearing them casually. But the overall cushioning setup is an absolute 10 out of 10 underfoot as far as just everyday comfort. Now, as far as the fit goes on this shoe right here, I have reviewed a few other colorways of this model, and with those I did pick up a US size 11. I did have to return those because, in my opinion, this shoe does fit half a size small. I don't know if it's just the shoe runs small or if it's this kind of narrow toe box here at the point, but in a US size 11, my toe was jammed up at the end of the shoe. In an 11.5, I have a tiny bit of room at the end of this model, to the point where it's just comfortable enough to wear on foot without having any issues in the forefoot. But for me, I did have to go up half a size. I did order my other pairs before I watched any videos, and in those videos that I had watched, people were complaining that they did fit rather snug. So if you can try them on in store, I know they're selling out like crazy. But if you can try them on in store, I would highly recommend it. I just went to my local mall and I saw these sitting at the Nike store. And this was a colorway that I had seen online and I absolutely wanted to pick up. So definitely a gorgeous shoe. But if you guys can try these on foot before purchasing, or just purchase your true to size online and half a size up and return whichever one doesn't work out for you. But again, half a size up in the Pegasus Premium. Now, as far as the materials go on this model right here, I know they're dubbing this shoe the Pegasus Premium, but as far as the materials go, it's really nothing premium at all. And that's not a bad thing because the materials are lightweight and breathable. You're basically just getting this mesh material all the way around the shoe. It's really an open cell mesh, very breathable, and it wraps up on the medial side right here. And then you're kind of getting this screen mesh material, which is kind of like transparent on the medial and on the lateral side. So it's just a very lightweight setup. I'm not sure how this material will fare outdoors, you know, with 250 plus miles on them, but I know casually they will do just fine because I did get a US 11.5 in the black and crimson pair, and I've been wearing those around, and the materials are faring fine just casually, but definitely nothing premium for the price point that you're paying. I think the whole budget for this shoe is literally the cushion setup because it's a wild setup underfoot. The tongue is kind of a bit of a thicker foam material, and it is perforated here through the midfoot right here. This tongue is also gusseted from about the midway point all the way down, so it is connected right here. So overall, the materials are, I would say, are just fine. They're anything crazy as far as like Flyknit or leathers, nubuck, suedes. You're just getting some synthetic materials. One thing I do like is this kind of metallic, almost like coin-like finish here on the swoosh. It's very bright and it kind of has this nice shine. You also get that right here on this mini swoosh right near the toe box. So sound off in the comments what you guys think of this model in general. Have you tried them on? Have you been running in them? Are you wearing them casually? Again, for me, I just plan on wearing this shoe casually. It's not something that I'll be running in outdoors. Now, in my last video that I did do on this model, I did have some people asking if I do run regularly. Now, typically, obviously, this is a basketball channel, but I have ran a half marathon. My wife runs a ton. All of my brothers run. I typically still like to get out for like a 3 to 5 mile run a couple times a week. I've kind of just started that up again because I have been going through some injuries. So I do enjoy running. Long distance is kind of out of the window right now just with some of my nagging injuries, but I do like getting out on the course for a run. I think this would be a fantastic running shoe if it was just a little bit more stable at the back of the shoe. Just the way it rocks from side to side, I think, is a little bit problematic. I know these Zoom All Out. I had those Flyknit Zoom All Outs with the full-length exposed Zoom bag, and I did have some stability issues with those when I was running in them. So I will be keeping these for strictly casual use, kind of like a dad shoe. I know a lot of people are wearing like those Sauconys or whatever, but that's not for me. This is something that I enjoy visually and I think is going to perform awesome for me all summer, just having these on foot whenever I'm running around with the kids. But that's going to do it for today's video on the Barely Green Nike Pegasus Premium. I am thinking about getting into some running reviews, you know, the new Vomero Premiums and the Pluses. I am thinking about picking up here in the later summer or fall months and just getting those out, getting the miles in, and putting out some content. Let me know down in the comments if that's something that you guys would enjoy. Like I said, I already run anyway, so it'd be cool to put some content out for those models. But sound off in the comments what you guys think of the Nike Pegasus Premium. Have you seen them in stores? Have you tried them on? Have you been running in them? Sound off in the comments and let me know. But as always, if you guys could like, comment, and subscribe, that would definitely help the channel a ton. And check out my Instagram over at Sneaker Tech Talk, as it is an extension of my YouTube channel with all my pickups, basketball footage, and nostalgia as a whole. As always, thanks for watching today's video, and until next time, peace.
Yeah. Look, I'm in line with the stars, I'm a singer.